Hi everyone, Dr. Byrne here for another episode of Revive TV. This month in May, we are talking all things gut health. And today we're going to share with you 7 things that you can do immediately to improve your gut health. So the integrity of your gut health, the flora inside your intestine, is pivotal, is to the digestion, the absorption and the utilization of the foods you eat, and hopefully mainly organic seasonal foods you're eating at the moment. Having a healthy gut leads to increase in immunity, improved your nutrient intake, able to digest better, enhance your cell-to-cell communication, and there are many damaging factors that can contribute to this gut flora, this gut health being diminished. And these kind of things can include things like an increase in antibiotic and overuse of antibiotics and medications, different types of stress. That could be physical and mental, emotional stress, and also physical stress. There's nutritional deficiencies that contribute to altering the gut flora. Substance abuse, drug and alcohol. For young children who haven't been breastfed or been born to C-sections, there's an increase in the likelihood of your gut health being affected. The overuse of antimicrobial soaps, so like hand sanitizers, lessens our resistance to bacteria and such things. And then there's all the chemicals in the air, so the environmental chemicals that are in the air, pesticides, herbicides, the chemicals in our water, and then even severe gastro can affect our health. So there's some of the contributing factors that can affect our gut health. So today we want to level that out and return the balance in your favor by giving you 7 things that you can do immediately to increase the health of your gut flora and your gut health, and therefore your overall well-being as well. So the first one we're going to say is to reduce your exposure to substances that negatively affect the gut health. And these things, some of them I've already mentioned. So these are things like antibiotics and medications. So where we don't need to take them, then we want to make sure we are getting off them, or at least replenishing the the good bacteria that many of the antibiotics are going to destroy by overuse. Avoiding chlorinated water, which is hard because it's in most of our tap water, but if you can get clean water, that'd be great. Avoiding foods that are sprayed or with pesticides and herbicides, and maybe using less in your own garden as well. And avoiding inflammatory, processed and refined foods. Okay, so reducing the intake in all of those chemicals will be a great place to start. Number 2 is to eat a wide range of organic, spray-free, seasonal foods. That will include your fruits, your vegetables, your meats, your nuts, your seeds, your fish, all those type of things. We want them to be seasonal, and we want them to be chemical-free as well. So number 3 is great for a whole host of reasons, not just for gut flora, and that is to get out into the sunshine for at least 15 to 20 minutes a day. And when I mean get out in the sunshine, you want to be able to have your skin exposed. So not just your head, but if you can get your top off or expose some of your skin, pull up your sleeves, expose your legs, get as much of the sunshine, as much as the good vitamin D that we need into our system. So we know that movement and time spent in the sun increases our vitamin D levels, but it also, getting in the sun, increases our gut diversity. So that is the diversity of the flora within our intestine. And then the other thing that the sunshine does is it reduces our stress levels, which as a side effect boosts our immunity as well. Number 4, get your hands dirty. Okay, if you've got a vegetable or organic, so a vegetable or fruit plot, your own veggie garden, pull the carrot out of the ground and eat it straight from the dirt. Don't go washing and rinsing it off, especially with chlorinated water. Get outside and play with your animals and pat them and get used to all the things that they bring, all the different bacteria and other things that they bring. And get your hands dirty. Don't wear gloves if you're in the garden doing the gardening. Don't wear gloves. Get your hands in the soil. So there's bacteria everywhere, and the more we become exposed to those bacteria, the more resistant we become, and the more resilient our bodies are. So one of the things that a lot of the reasons we have become so resistant is because we sanitize all the time. So stop taking those sanitizers and get your hands in the dirt. Number 4 is we want to introduce small amounts of resistance starch foods. I'm going to explain what they are in a moment, but one of the things that we know about resistant starch foods is they increase our good bacteria in our gut and decrease the bad or pathogenic bacteria that can be produced in there. So our suggestion would be, start by cooking and cooling white rice, small amounts of white rice. But what you want to do is choose foods that are unprocessed source of carbohydrates, like your fruit, your veggies, and other whole grains as well. Okay, so that would be the next one. Introduce small amounts of resistant starch. We want to add some probiotics into our system. 1 is supplement, and 2 is probiotic-rich foods. So from a supplement point of view, you want to take a supplement that is of good source. The way I would determine whether you can get a good source is who you're getting it from. If you're buying it from a health practitioner where you can only buy it through the health practitioner, that's going to be a pretty good indicator that it's a great source or a good source of probiotic. We source bioceuticals. There is Metagenics. There's many others. We also source one by Cindy O'Meara as well. So it's a good idea to mix up your supplements over time, but you want to get a good quality, reputable source, and the best way to do that is through a health practitioner. The second point about the probiotics is increase probiotic-rich foods. So these are foods that you can buy or actually kind of process yourself. So foods that have been fermented are a good example of probiotic-rich foods. So making your yogurt, kefir, kombucha, or sauerkraut are good examples of probiotic-rich foods that you can make at home. And the other one we suggest is increasing your prebiotic foods. These help you utilize your probiotics. And prebiotic foods are things like are in garlics, onions, leeks, sweet potatoes, asparagus, things like this. So these are good food sources to help with the probiotic as well. So the 7 things: reduce intake of chemicals, eat a wide range of seasonal organic foods, get out into the sunshine, get your hands dirty, introduce small amounts of resistant starch foods, increase probiotics through a supplement and through probiotic-rich foods, and also introduce some prebiotic foods as well. Remember, we've got our Inspired Thinking workshop later in the month. Click the link below to take you there, and we will discuss all things gut health and more around food there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week for another episode of Revive TV.